wasn't sure that it would ever come, but the opportunity has presented itself. And the game model that Gregor loves to play, very flamboyant, very open. He'll be that man, very, very direct, trying to get them on the front foot when he gets his opportunity.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. We've got some rugby. It has been a while since we've had a live watch long of rugby, so I'm happy to be here. Happy to be watching Scotland versus Australia. Fingers crossed it is a good game. I saw that the Fiji-New Zealand game was close earlier. Fingers crossed this will be a good one as well. But thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Awesome to have people here. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay and the sound's all right. Been a bit of a trek. Japan, sorry, yes, I did mean Japan. It's because I was looking at results of the Rugby League World Cup, and I'm sure Fiji were playing at some point, and yeah, getting confused with that little bit. I wonder how many Aussies we're going to have in here. That's the question. How many Aussies? Because it is still quite early in the morning for the Aussies. Like, very early. Dead Singers? Don't even know what Dead Singers is. Hi, D. I think, well, bearing in mind the Wallabies have been struggling a little bit anyway, haven't they? They had a couple of good, well, they had a good result against South Africa a while ago. Hi, Dieter. I think on paper, it's a tough one. On paper, I think they're fairly evenly matched teams. But how the game will go, who knows? But I certainly think they're fairly evenly matched teams. For anyone that doesn't have access, the stream is live in the Discord server. I'm using New Zealand Sky Sports today. I've not used that one before, so hopefully it'll be a good stream. Oh no, it's on Stan Sport, apparently. Don't know. I think New Zealand are using Stan Sport. Let's get a poll going, shall we? Start a poll. Right. Get your votes in for the winner. Is it going to be Scotland or is it going to be Australia? It should be kickoff in 5 minutes. Oh, I need to know how London Irish got on as well, actually. Hi, D. Yeah, they're fine. Charlie's at work at the moment. The animals are okay. Lena's going to need an operation on her eye because of her ulcer that she got. Otherwise, all fine. Quins beat London Irish by 2 points. Man. Gutted. That's really annoying because London Irish were ahead the whole game pretty much. That is gutting. Literally, Quinn scored a try in the 80th minute. Gutted. And then that's sending off. Yeah, that's what I was on about earlier. Yeah, Japan. What a good result against the All Blacks. Very good result. I don't know. I said I think it'll be closer. I think it should, on paper, be a close game. The Scottish are a good team. They are a good team. There's you can't take that away from them. Surely the cricket isn't on at the moment. Interesting. Interesting. Um, I wouldn't call it. The commentators are saying Australia, but they're clearly not. They're clearly from the Australia or New Zealand way. They might have a little bit of bias. I was going to say, if you're in Perth, it's not as late. This is not good timing for the Aussies, is it? It's nearly 12:30 in Perth. Adelaide is nearly 3 o'clock in the morning, and Sydney and Melbourne is nearly 3:30 in the morning. God. I'm sorry, but this national anthem for Australia is awful. Maybe don't have a marching band doing the Australian national anthem. I really like the Australian kit. I really like that kit. That is cool. Oh, no one likes bagpipes. They were saying on the news that the King Charles, had his when he's staying wherever he is at the moment, the bagpipes wake him up. They play for 15 minutes. I'm like, 1 minute is too long. What an awful sound. Oh, awful noise. It's like scratching a chalkboard or something, isn't it? Oh. Just such. Oh, hang on. I did pour a drink. I just need to go get it. That's quite a good. That is quite. It must be quite a good atmosphere though. The bagpipes stopped and everyone is still singing. No music. Awesome. Well, game on. Where's my battery charger? Xavier, I do watch League. I was saying this to Kian the other day. The problem with the League World Cup at the moment is that the teams, it's so one-sided results that it's just not interesting at all. So I haven't actually watched any of the rugby league yet. Now, as in World Cup, if yeah, I may really. It should be England versus Australia in the Rugby League World Cup final at Old Trafford. I think it's the 19th of November. If I'm available, I may try and get tickets to go up to Old Trafford and go and vlog it. Are you ready, guys? So, we're about to kick off. As said, the stream is live in the Discord server. You're welcome to join if you don't have access to the game. You're welcome to join. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. Welcome, everyone. Awesome to have people here. I am treating myself to some French cider. Well, there you go. The commentators think Australia's going to win, but they haven't won recently at Murrayfield. 1. Mate, you've just had the countdown. Kick it on the 0. Hi, Armageddon Fire. Hello, mate. Welcome. God, I might be out of practice with these watch-alongs. I said we haven't done one for ages. Let me know. So what's the vote at the moment? Oh, 65% think Australia's going to win. I don't know. It should be a close game. It should be a close game. You think, for example, in the Six Nations, I know Scotland didn't necessarily do as well as they could have, but they put up some really good fights in all of the Six Nations games this year. Didn't necessarily get the results, though. Oh. No, he's kept it in. 50-22 didn't make it. Oh, he's playing soccer. He's soccering it. Not quite. Not quite. Uh-oh. I was about to say well recovered by the Scots. Oh, I know Hamish Watson. Hamish Watson was the... not this year, but last year's player of the Six Nations. Time check. I'll do time checks. We are currently on 2 minutes now. We're on 2 minutes. Just gone. Don't let the ball bounce. Yeah, welcome back, Michael Hooper. The Scots will welcome you back. He's through. He's through. They've got cover. Nothing there. He can't get out of the way there. You've just ran into him. Just ran into him. If it stays like this is going to be a good one. Definitely going to be a good one. What a little breakthrough that was. Incredible little breakthrough. All right, we're on 3 minutes. Sadly, he doesn't have to get out of the way. Does not have to get out of the way. The Aussies are certainly looking quite attacking at the moment. They're using some speed. It all depends. How tight can the Scots... Oh! Some big chunking tackles. I don't know. Let me have a look. I'll see who the captain is. Let me have a look on the on flash scores. Lineups. Don't know. Doesn't tell you. Not sure. No, I don't know. I don't know. As I said, if you need access to the game, it's live in the Discord server. Discord server is in the link in description. Turnover. Aussie's ball. Five minutes 15 in. The Aussies have looked the most promising so far. They're playing on. Going for the kick over the top. Oh! Not good, not good take. Forward. Forward? Looked forward. Hi, Jordan. Aussie's right on the try line now. They are surely going to push their way through this. Scots have got to try and turn this over. Jordan, the game is in the Discord server. All I'd say is if you're watching on the Discord server, please stay in the YouTube channel on here and join in the conversation, please. Turned over. Very good. Scotland got this back. Looked under pressure. Very good. Scots didn't panic. Stayed calm. I'm busy. I can't referee, honestly. We're going somewhere. Got to do some filming for the vlog. You'll have to referee yourself or get a parent to. I tell you, that last attack all started from the Scottish 15 not catching the ball. All from that, fumbling it, and created the Aussie attack. I tell you what, McDermott is seriously looking dangerous. The change of direction, change of speed, he is breaking through that Scottish line. That is the man to be worried about, I think. Looking very forward. He is playing well, McDermott. Playing very well. It is a quick game at the moment. Yeah, it is a quick game. Looking for those breaks. Defensively, Scotland have shown that they've been quite calm in the last 22. But Australia are finding far too many spaces through them. And they do not want to keep letting Aussies run through them. Lost the ball. Guys, if you just joined, you're welcome to join the Discord server. The game is showing in there. All else, make sure you keep watching on the YouTube. Join the conversation. All right, line out. And what am I watching out for? Adam. Oh. The Scots are playing very tight. Oh! Well done, Ollie Smith. That's what you meant. Sorry. There you go. You know the time difference now. Wow. Out of nowhere. I thought the Scots were far too compact on that attack, but maybe that was enough. Too many bodies in a tight space for the Scots. That made the Aussies, well, very flat-footed. Let's have a look at this again. 15 for the Aussies. So flat-footed. So flat-footed. It was so easy to do him. Yeah. Very good for the Scots. Brilliant for the Scots, that was. Good position for a conversion as well. Very good position for a conversion. Not too wide, anyway. Quiet, please. Yeah, Finn Russell. I was going to say, I haven't heard Finn Russell's name. Oh, pulled it across. So still 5-0 for the Scots. But a good play from the Scots against really the flow of traffic. Yeah, very flat-footed from the Aussies there. That was too easy, really. That was too easy. Hopefully, though, this first is 13 minutes in. Hopefully, that's a good sign. It's been quite fast-paced. Very fast-paced. No, I'm in England. I am in England. We got back from Australia, what, 3... Or is it 4 weeks ago now? About 4 weeks? 3-4 weeks ago now. Yeah. Must be close to 4. Coming up 4. Time flies. I can tell you that for nothing. Yeah, you're not getting past the Scots there, Valentini. The vlogs on the vlog channel, they I've been doing every Wednesday and Saturday, so He's a good referee, Luke Pearce. I do like him. Luke Pearce shows that enough authority, I think, but also, yeah, he's good at managing the game. He's got that authority, manages the game well. They're going for the penalty kick. Taking any points they can by the looks of it. Just about. Do you know what I realised? I just realised I haven't turned up the sound, desktop sound. Let me turn that up a bit.
Yeah, important 3 points for Dave Rooney and his team.
Let's have that up a little bit.
This first 15 minutes. What a ball for the Wallabies.
So 5-3 to Scotland. 15 minutes and 45 minutes into the game. I still wouldn't call it. I still wouldn't call it. I think I'm pretty accurate in the fact that I said it's going to be a close game. Really is going to be a close game.
He's won all 3 test matches as coach that he's played against the Wallabies, so you can tell with a good clearance up towards halfway, efficient from the men in gold. Wearing the First Nations jersey, his first match on tour, looks brilliant. Here's Scotland though.
Watson is just running into a brick wall there.
Price.
Hi Gareth. Hello mate. Who's going to win, Gareth? Aussies or Scots?
Frost has been solid.
Certainly been a good game so far.
Here's Fagerson. Xander Fagerson. Valentini. Have a crack at it. Matt Fagerson now.
No, I can't. If you want to watch the game, got to join the Discord server. The stream will get shut down if I show the game on here, but I am showing it on Discord.
Here's Tom Wright who juggled it, and then it just opened up for him.
I think Australia, Gareth. Oh, I don't know. I'm going with Scotland. Australia looked more exciting and more attacking, but Scotland are stronger and rugged.
Drills it low, trying to keep it out of this swirling breeze here at Murrayfield. Smith, that is a shank.
That was a shank.
Bernard Foley, Banks, looking to run it from in their half. Tom Banks back from a broken arm against England. Foley looking to put it in behind, comes off a
bad kick.
Knee and goes straight into touch.
Wallabies just looking a little bit hesitant in their attack. Of course, no Marika Corambetti, so
nice. I refereed the FA Vars last weekend, which was like a 5-0 game. I refereed a line on the Tuesday. Yeah, I've not refereed much. I'm playing a lot of bowls at the moment, so I've not necessarily refereed. Like, I don't think I've got Saturday open this month because of bowls.
Skinner.
See how this one develops. Scrum advantage.
Luke Pearce still
onside, please. Just the scrum advantage, yeah.
Benefit of the doubt here.
Okay, use it. Offside, offside. Advantage over.
The pipes ringing around.
Oh.
Edinburgh. And the advantage was over. It'll be a Wallabies throw right on halfway.
Don't think Scots needed to give that ball away, if I'm honest. I think they probably could have afforded to keep it. Strange decision, in my opinion. Sometimes, I even now, I still really do question some of the kicks. I just don't see the point sometimes. You're just giving the ball back to him.
Holloway drags it down. They set up the maul. Ritchie swimming his way through the middle. Parecki under pressure here.
Where is the ball? I can't even see where the ball is at the moment.
Bump in the air.
And it was
A bump in the
at
air.
the line out. So they didn't
Aussie
really work
ball.
the ball too well there, the Wallabies, but
Just in the
they had the
contest.
penalty advantage.
He bumped him, took him back a step, affected the setup. Yeah.
Still 62% think Aussies are going to win here.
In the air from the line out, attacking the Wallabies player from that line out. Relieving kick for Bernard Foley here, just to let the Wallabies resettle. You can see Michael Hooper talking to the team. Jed Holloway, what can we do off this line out? As Alan Alatoa is getting some treatment. Massive crowd here at Murrayfield.
It is a massive crowd. I'm just looking, they literally mentioned the crowd. Wow, it is pretty much looks like a full house at Murrayfield.
It's an interesting opportunity now for Bernard Foley.
Shame you don't get that in Premiership rugby, an absolute full house.
That should allow a little bit more space for Bernard Foley, with Scottish defenders having to worry about the Wallabies number 9.
Holloway taps it down at the back.
Yeah, Aussies getting it from the line out.
Looks up and again, it just fractures the defensive line slightly. Holloway, another one of his trademark strong carries down that short side. Bouncing ball for Alatoa. It was low from Tate McDermott, and now they're
Boom.
driving through.
Yeah, drive through.
Okay, set's
Scotland.
coming up now, Jamie. Thanks, mate.
Scottish captain told to leave it alone. Here it is for the Wallabies again, right with a pass.
No space over there to drive into.
Holds onto it, Dave Parecki.
Aussies are just charging forwards. There's no looking at those wings at the moment.
Powerful.
I think that's what they've got to do at the moment.
Beat Scotland over the ruck.
The wingers aren't even creating anything for the Aussies. And a great turnover.
They send it wide. 2 passes to Scotland. And it's down the
Wasted from the Aussies.
Now the Wallabies looking to drive in. Skuman. Slipper.
I'm not sure if the Aussies are going to beat the Scots for strength. No chance are they beating the Scots for strength here. I'm just going to switch over the stream. It's on Amazon Prime somewhere. Just going to find out which channel it's on. Give me 2 seconds. There you go. Let's get some Scottish commentary, shall we? I don't know what the time difference will be like, but there you go. It's on Prime. I do have Prime, but because I'm trying to share it on Discord, I think Amazon Prime won't show the screen if I screen share. So this will do. Welcome, guys. If you want to watch the game, make sure you join the Discord server. Keep watching on YouTube. Join the discussion. But yeah, if you want to watch the game, it's showing on the Discord server. How many people? 9 people in there at the moment.
Skinner's the quickest to react, and then from there, Ali Price is an outstanding clearance kick. Does well there. Just by a few millimetres kept it in, but then the mistake out in the full Scotland's line out.
I didn't know Amazon Prime. I thought Amazon Prime were only showing football. So it's pretty good that they're now showing the Autumn Internationals at least. Amazon Prime are going to start taking over sports, I think. They're really going to start flexing their muscle and the money that they're making.
Second cap, Kinghorn having a look there, and Skuman just running interference. So, but they were coming back for the Scottish advantage.
Charles, it is in the Discord server, mate. I haven't. If you in the description,
So there is Glenn Young. That's a big
I'll do a little.
Sam Skinner going off, but young Edinburgh Lock, well, not too young actually.
Yeah, this Discord server link is working. In the description, Charles, if you click on that, join the Discord, and then go to the streaming channel, and you'll be able to watch.
Straight in front of the sticks. I mean, this is a strange decision, a bold decision.
I don't think we should have Eddie Jones as the England manager. England coach, if you want to call it a coach. I think he lacks ideas. I think he's wasting potential. No, Hod. It takes you to the Discord server, and then you need to click on the streaming channel, and then my name, and watch the stream. Yeah, I don't like Eddie Jones. Like I said, from watching the England playing and the British and Irish Lions playing, he just sucks all the life out of the attacking players. No creativity. Scotland on 10 metres out. 10 metres out here. Scotland going to be able to push through. They're on the verge. They're on the verge. The Scots are ready to push forward. They're going out wide. Ah, I dropped it. He doesn't look Scottish. He definitely does not look Scottish. Oh, man. Is that an Australian in disguise? I think it might be. Yeah, I reckon it's an Australian in disguise. Yeah, very good, Jordan. Played lawn bowls indoors this morning. We won, so that's a good thing. Tongan. Okay, maybe he's a Tongan in disguise. Charles, if you've joined, make sure you click on the streaming channel and then on my my name. They've penned them in. Scots have still got the ball. It's like the German football team, isn't it? Most of them are Polish. It is very odd. Inch by inch, the Scottish are making it go forward, literally inch by inch at the moment. You've got all of the Aussies behind the ball. The Aussies are not going to stop the Scots for strength. Held up. Well, the commentator says the defence stood firm enough. They didn't really. They just managed to get a hand under the ball before it was placed down. The Aussies, no match for strength. No match for strength with the Scots. It was just the simple fact that the Aussies managed to get underneath the ball.
Or with the ball, you've got to score if you go over the line, because now they have a goal line dropout.
That's the problem, isn't it? That's the problem. The Scots, they went to try and make the try, and it was more of a desperate attempt rather than anything. They could have pushed further, and all they've done is the ball's gone back. I'm drinking French cider from Normandy. Very nice. Very, very nice. Don't know what it's called though. It's in a wine bottle style.
Also, apologies if you had some language on the referee's mind, not from the referee, but everyone getting rather worked up in these frenetic.
Sorry if you heard bad language. Oh, he just leapt over him. They're getting a little check there from TMO, I think. That was stupid. That was really stupid. He leapt over the player. Why did he do that? Yeah, he thought it was a try line. What is he doing? God.
I'm almost speechless. What's the kind of thing you see early in school? Teacher says no, you're not allowed to do that.
To see a big man like that leap, that was quite funny.
We won't have any of that.
Yes, very, very strange decision there for Pierre Schoeman.
You thirsty?
And just when Scotland were getting that momentum as well, they were really starting to bed in.
That was weird. Very, very weird.
And James Slipper, after trying to stop Superman, but I think it was from the earlier one where you saw him trying to shake off the wrist in an earlier tackle, and so he's struggling.
Well, we're 30 minutes just gone into the game. Still 5-3. It started quick. It's slowed down a little bit now. But we've certainly had, Scotland have had the better chances from then on, I think. They've certainly been the ones that could have got the second try. I think they wasted it just now, to be honest. What's my football team? I'm a Southampton fan, so we lost today. Not good. Not good at all. Where was I born? Bit personal question. England? Can't give you more specific. Welcome, 33 people. Awesome to have everyone. I wonder how many Scottish people we've got. I'm not necessarily I've got to see some new people on here. Awesome to have you. I want to know, where are people from? England. We got Scottish, Australian, anywhere else. Hodgu, I am assuming, is not from Scotland or Australia. But awesome to have you.
The second one in the air, John. It's a really contentious issue at the moment, and an area that the refs are really hot on is any contact in the air, isn't it? It's almost. Look here.
Far too early, Xavier, to be up, mate. Far too early if you're from Melbourne. Scottish but live in Brazil. Charles, I need to know now. Why are you in Brazil? Love to know why you're in Brazil.
He's fine almost up until that point. As soon as he touches that arm, it's going to be a penalty every time.
But now with that penalty from Bernard Foley, it's interesting. You were chuckling at Schoeman leaping into the air, but when you...
Yeah, I was going to say, Charles, you've gone from freezing cold, wet, horrible Scotland to Brazil. How does a Scot love and Kachaka? Don't know what that is. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So Australia, this is their 5th visit to the 22. Only 3 points to show for it so far. Dave Parecki, the hooker, holds it. Good ball working here for the Wallabies. Scott's gonna hold. There's the ball. Dropped. And a knock on, surely. No. What's he given? That's where Scotland were focusing their defence, but the ball was elsewhere.
Jordan's in Ukraine. What? How?
Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Carl, hang on. So the guy breaks off the back, so I'm just on a penalty here because the pot of players ended over the line, but the ball's not there, is it? So there's nothing more than a penalty.
Penalty for Australia.
The other pod of players had gone over the line. There's Glenn Young giving away the penalty there.
He broke his bound, made a new bind, and actually compared to the last penalty, that's not a bad one to give away because that maul was going somewhere, so made a quick decision.
Thanks, Charles. I'm questioning why they needed to go. They won a penalty. I'm surprised they didn't just do a tap and go, if I'm honest. No, not Australian, mate. Went to Australia a few weeks ago, but or got back from Australia, should I say. Defensively, I think, well, at the moment, 33 minutes and 20 into the game, I think Scotland are, at the moment, too strong defensively. They've stayed calm under the attacks of Australia, and they've kept well disciplined. Granted, I'll probably say that, and Australia will break through. There was a couple of moments early on in the first 5 minutes where Australia squeezed through, but I think Scotland have adjusted well, and they're not letting anything through. I think that's the positive for Scotland, isn't it? They have a good defence, but attacking, less impressive. But they are a fairly solid team, and yeah, physicality-wise, I don't see Australia beating the Scots at this rate. I am a London Irish fan. Yeah, there you go. In the background. Which we lost by 2 shots today, which is rubbish. I can't believe we lost by 2 points. Bloody Quinn's got the try. And if it was Joe Marchant that got one, I'll be gutted. Because I know his mum and sister. I'm going to have a look now, see if he scored. Yeah. Adam, it is so depressing being an Irish fan, isn't it? We got to the old the Premiership Rugby Cup final last year, but that means nothing. Who scored? Don Brand. No. Joe Marchant. Was he even playing? Yeah. Joe was playing. The problem is, yeah. Yeah, Arundel is looking great, right? He's looking great, but this is the problem when I think you're what I would say is a small club like Irish, is you need more than one good player. It's all well and good having one great player, but he can win you the odd game, but isn't going to be able to carry the team, you know?
Scotland just want a good exit here.
Yeah, I said I'm not. I went to the St. Patrick's Day game last year. Oh, not last year, this year, sorry, in April. Which was brilliant. Really good fun. Sun was shining. Really good day. 36 minutes gone. 4 minutes left of the first half.
Look at the steal here, though. Front peel, Alatoa round the corner, Parecki on his shoulder. McDermott lifts his head to look where his next runner is, and Ali Price snipers him from the blind side and manages to get ball and all. Crucial moments when you look at the clock, 3.5 minutes to go. It's a really important penalty, one that will frustrate Dave Rennie, because Australia once again in possession, building that pressure on Scotland, who I have to say, given a number of frailties and a number of poor moments in this opening half, defensively their decision making in the 22, particularly when to challenge for ball, has been top notch.
5 turnovers down in their own 22, so
I agree with that commentary. Definitely agree with that commentary.
Managing to win the key moments.
Gilchrist just gets that back, and Scotland will be relieved that he's back on his feet, because with Skinner already off.
Yeah, I just Irish needs some more quality players. Let's just say they really need to improve the general overall standard.
Was wrong with Sam Skinner. Didn't see too much wrong with him, but it might have been a shoulder. Jim Barclay's indicating.
I know the voice. I know the voice, Charles. I really know the voice, and I cannot work out. I can't work out what his name is.
Picked up well by Ikitau. Take McDermott. And right, almost a no-look pass there to Valentini. Puts boot on ball and perhaps a little bit too much length on it. And Smith able to just dot it down.
I'm a bit surprised by that, Rory, there. The option to put that ball down there, surely a better option there rather than kicking out from under your post. We've not seen Ali Price get huge distance on his kick, so we're assuming there's some sort of breeze down there, but the option surely to pick the ball up and get it down pitch, get it into touch.
2 minutes left on the clock. I think if Scotland could just hold on now, just hold on till half time.
Yeah, it does. It's a strange decision.
Got a long way to go if they're going to try and get a try in this last little bit, but just hold on.
The Australian score at 3 so far, but they'll be desperate to get down in at half time with the scores as they still
Could have kicked that a little bit further.
Looking clearing kick, which found its way to Kellaway, and then Valentini just frees himself from Matt Fagerson. Slipper with the dummy. I think the referee might have been just almost in the way there.
Come on, out of the way, Luke.
Penalty. And clings on
Penalty for Australia. Oh, boys, calm down. Calm down.
Holloway having a disagreement.
Surprised it's taken him till the 39th minute, Andrew, but yeah, that's...
Well, I think with that, look, you know, that could have been a bit of a mass confrontation, but I think Luke Pearce's calmness, he was so calm there. I think that just kept the levels of the players down.
Is that it was Pierre Schoeman who was over the top of the ball, and he has rights on the ball, but only if Dave Cherry as the tackler gets out the way. And what Luke Pearce is saying is, as a jackling man, you should only choose to jackal if that tackler is out of the way. You see here, Dave Cherry makes the tackle. He lies in and around there. If he gets away from that ball, either touchline, Schoeman will be rewarded for winning that penalty. As it is, Dave Cherry lay on the ball, got between Tate McDermott and the ball, and therefore he has to reward the penalty to the Wallabies against Dave Cherry.
Now here's the contrast, almost exactly the same position at the other end of the field that Blair Kinghorn had a chance at goal, but the decision was.
Yeah, I'm sure when the World Cup comes around for football, we'll do some live streams and we'll be. Well, I'll certainly be watching it. Obviously, I don't know how far we'll get. As long as we beat the Yanks, that's gotta happen. Aussie's trying to finish with a penalty kick then. Yeah. Well, the Australians take the lead at half time. 5-6. Low scoring. I thought it was going to be a little bit higher scoring. Let me just turn the sound down on the actual stream. Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought it would be a little bit more high scoring than that. The way the first 5-10 minutes took place looked like it was going to be more high intensity, but it didn't necessarily last. Still a good game, still close. Still too close to call. The 72 votes in now, and Australia 54%. So it's swinging a little bit more towards Scotland. Thank you so much for everyone for joining me. Awesome to have everyone here. First rugby watch along in ages. I don't even know when the last. What I've got to look now. Last rugby watch along. Ages. Last rugby league watch along was in July. Oh my word. The last Union was the Premiership final, I think. Saracens versus Quins. June. Oh my god, I haven't watched rugby in ages. That's pretty bad of me. Gareth, you must be so far behind. We talked about Eddie Jones ages ago. But yeah, Eddie Jones needs to go. He needs to leave England. He can go back. Go back down under, I think. Well, what are your thoughts on the game so far? Let me know what your thoughts are. How do you think Scotland are playing? How do you think Australia are playing? I don't like how games can be won with the penalty kicks. That's frustrating to see teams winning by a penalty kick. That is the sort of way Eddie Jones plays, trying to win games with penalty kicks, and it's just boring. But it's giving Australia the lead so far. Relying on that. I want to see some more tries. I want to see some attack from Scotland. They can clearly do it. I don't think Australia are that strong defensively. So hopefully we'll see that in the second half. Scotland have been pretty well disciplined. As I said, the first 5 minutes, the Aussies were finding little gaps to squeeze through. But in the last 30 minutes-ish, Scotland have been really, really good defensively. They've not really let anything past them. They've stayed calm. And they've just dealt with the pressure. So, not bad. Yeah, not bad. Peloton. Yeah, I need lots of people to buy Pelotons just to help my my shares in Peloton. What? Hi, Stinky Pinky. Yeah, it's very early. You should go back to bed. Yeah, possibly Xavier. That would be quite fun to do. What's old Gabby Logan doing, presenting? Yeah, no, it'd be good. I said I'm gonna see if I can get to the rugby league final in November. It'd be quite cool if I can get to see some Rugby World Cup games in France. That'd be good. Um, yeah, fingers crossed. It all depends on what availability and things, and if I've got time free. There we go. There you go. That tells a story. Possession 54%'s been Scotland. That Scotland have got to start attacking a little bit more, I think. Is it? I don't know if I don't know if anyone agrees. Well, we'll see. We'll see, Dieter, about yeah, we'll see about tickets next year, won't we? We'll see what I can do. Um, sorry, I'm just catching up. Stinky Pig. Well, look, Australia winning, sort of. Still can go either way. I do find it interesting, and I don't know if people agree that if you look at football, soccer, the friendlies, the international friendlies, are so dull, so boring. Yes, you get plenty of people in the stadiums, but it's not interesting. I don't watch international friendly football. But the autumn internationals, which is basically glorified friendlies, look at the atmosphere, look at the crowd. It's so much more attention on the autumn internationals than some of these friendlies that you get in football. Well, actually, technically, Gareth, it's glassware because I saw the trophy. It's glassware rather than silverware, but it's still a glorified friendly, right? You know, you say they're not actually friendlies; they are still just a glorified friendly. Also, if you're driving, you probably shouldn't be talking. um, but no, I still think it's quite interesting that there's just a lot more energy about it. In there, that's my Warhammer collection because I'm really cool. My orcs. I haven't played in a couple of years. I really need to start playing again. Well, yeah, the All Blacks losing to Japan today. Real, looked like a cracking game, high scoring game as well. Some quite accurate commentary or punditry this afternoon. New Zealand, sorry, yeah, New Zealand did win. Sorry, they did win 38-31. But only just. Only just. Certainly Japan putting up a fight. That's the sort of scoreline I'd like this to have been. I don't think we're going to get enough tries in the second half to be in the 30s. Rowan won $30 in the lotto. Don't spend it all at once. That's all I'd say. In Australia, you can't get a lot for $30, can you? Oh. No, thank you. I do not want speckled hen. Thanks. Thanks. I don't know how much I even spent on this Levi's top. I think I got it from Costco. Yeah, I think I got it fairly cheap from Costco. Probably would have cost double from the actual Levi's shop. I don't know what other sports Brazil would be good at. Beach volleyball, maybe? You can make the other one if you like. No. Okay, make sure you shut the door. She needs feeding as well. Thanks. What time is it? It is 6:25 p.m. Charlie has just arrived home from work. Oh, they're advertising the Cupra Formentor, Chaz. Not the Cupra Born, though. What, the Born? No. I'm bored of these adverts now. I need to hurry up and get back to the game. I'll do a little bit of my self-promotion. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the vlog channel. We've just done vlogs from Australia. There's still a couple more to go, I think. Yeah, a couple more to go. So make sure you check out the vlogs in Australia in the description. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Hi, Big P. Yeah, all good. Charlie's just got home from work. Might be a takeaway tonight, I think.
Definitely a takeaway. It's Saturday night.
We'll get a pizza.
Oh, I don't want a
or an Indian.
Indian.
Yeah, but if we go, either way, whatever. You got to decide where we're going tomorrow to vlog. We'll be going to. Dita says he'll be going to the Bulls versus Sharks game tomorrow. They have the annual Rugby for Cancer game tomorrow. So there is expected to be about 30,000 attendance. Not bad attendance for rugby. Yeah, not bad attendance. Oh, D had Chinese. No, I don't want Chinese.
Oh, I would like Chinese.
No, I don't really want Chinese. All right. Players are coming out at Murrayfield. Second half about to get underway. Oh, God, no. Charles, I do not want a haggis. Just because I'm watching Scotland doesn't mean I want to eat like Scottish people. Yeah, might get an engine. We'll see about an engine. I had a nice double sausage and egg McMuffin meal for breakfast. I think that's pretty much all I've had today. Well, that is all I've had today. All right, ready? Game on. Second half underway. I don't like deep fried Mars bars. Don't like deep fried Mars bars. No, I've got a sweet tooth, but no, it's just not right. It's weird gooiness. Andrew Cotter. That's who's. There you go, Charles. Andrew Cotter is the one commentating. I think it was Andrew Cotter that did the Penguin March on Phillip Island commentary while we're in COVID. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Yeah. You have to see how much is in the sugar container as well, then, won't you? Oh no, not deep fried Bounty bars. Ugh. What's wrong with you, D? All right, Adam is predicting the final score will be 17-13. We need some tries though, don't we? Need some tries. What the hell are the commentators now talking about? My God, I hate scrums in rugby. I hate scrums in rugby. They are so awful. Well, let me put the background sound up.
Right, scrum. I haven't had a satisfactory completion of a scrum yet.
That sums up my point. They've not had a single completed scrum yet until then.
Scrum, no quarter given by either side. The link
Just, they're playing on. Go on. They've got no one back. Is he going to be... He's just running with it. He's kicking it the whole way, hoping it bounces up. Oh, God. What a try. He's literally footballed it all the way to the other end from the halfway. Brilliant. Wow. What a brilliant goal. Blair Kinghorn. That was fun. I like that. This was brilliant. They all left it. He kicks and they're all so slow to react. The Aussies are so slow and it bounces up perfectly for Kinghorn. Perfect bounce up. Absolutely perfect into his hands. Ready for him to go down for the try. That was awesome.
the turning Wallabies defender.
He looks
And he's
very
got lots
odd-shaped
to
as
do,
well,
stuck it on
Kinghorn.
the left peg. And then it's just a bounce to the rugby ball. He beats Kellaway
That was
to it,
brilliant.
dives over the line, takes a couple of deep breaths, and starts.
But the Aussies there, so slow to react. I can't believe how slow they were to react. You know, the fact that Kinghorn was able to charge past pretty much all of them.
He missed his first kick. He's got that one, but he's had some really nice touches today throughout the game. He should be looking for a bit more ball.
12-6 to Scotland.
Fortunate, and that was how it sat up. But the rest of it was skill, just controlling a rugby ball at speed, maintaining his speed, and then just sat up nicely from your begging
Brilliant.
to sit up. You know it's going to bounce end
That's
over
why
end
we
and
need
sit up
more.
at some point, and it was at just the right time for
Thumbs
Kinghorn.
down.
But wonderful try. Scotland 2 tries.
You got more now. You got spares, haven't you?
2 penalties from Australia. Ollie Smith takes that high ball well.
What a good start to the second half.
Logical blow that one, Andrew, for the
How long
Wallabies.
have you been playing?
Don't
Playing
let's not
what?
forget it came from the strike move, just fully taking his eye off it with
Hi,
seeing
Black.
Mark Bennett bearing down on him. Interesting to see how they react.
Yeah, I said I was leaning on the edge of the sort of the edge of Scotland as it is to win this.
Penalty though goes to Scotland. This time
Yeah, I do think Scotland will win. Defensively, they're stronger.
Yeah, it was right in front of him. We saw
You
Kevin
know,
change his line.
Australia were relying on
Right in front of the assistant referee.
Australia relying on penalty kicks, and that's been about it. They've not had a
Gave Darcy Graham an
Look
opportunity
at
to put
his
pressure on the catcher and make
look at his Kinghorn's
make a
legs.
decision, change their line, make it uncomfortable.
God.
That's one of the things we've barely said Darcy Graham's name, and on that occasion, it's without the ball, but it's that effort without the ball in the kick chase. As you say, John, Ali Price stuck it 25 metres, the perfect sort of hang time for.
Going well for Scotland so far. Yeah, it's going well.
Getting himself in the picture, potentially chasing a lost cause, and you hear the crowd starting to come into things now.
Kinghorn did pretty well off that penalty, off a right foot to create an angle and take Scotland into the 22. Taken down by Young. And only his second cap. And the ball just not coming back for Price at the moment. Burrowing away for it.
Who else are the Wallabies playing?
So he does receive.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, Black. You're not technically wrong so far.
Penalty this time goes the way
That
of
is a
the
plus
Wallabies.
for you. You're not technically wrong.
Tongan Thor.
Going to struggle to shift that, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Big impact. I thought two losses.
I just don't think the Aussies have the quality.
Recognise that and come in as a forward clearer, a role you'd normally see with.
France, Italy, Ireland, and Wales. Oh, I don't know.
Taniela Tupou there.
They should be Italy, so that's one.
It's one of these
I
parts of the
can't
game, though, isn't it,
see.
whereby now every player is expected to do their role. If they're
Yeah,
the
I think
player in that tackle. And a
I
lot
think
of
the
it
Wallabies
is
can
the
beat
decision
Italy,
making.
but most teams
You know,
can
you
beat
think of a
Italy.
man of that size, Xander Ferguson carries
But
the
they
big
may, you
small
know,
man
Italy may
with Michael
surprise them.
and Tupou.
But I can't see
Malatini, you
the
is out of
Aussies
way. Ali
beating
Price gave him a
France,
tap to
Ireland,
say,
and
He
Wales.
stopped me getting in quick enough, but Tupou won the race over the ball.
Taken down well by Holloway and McDermott.
Yeah, I can't see them beating France, Ireland, or Wales. France are absolute top notch at the moment. Wales defensively, I think Wales very similar to the Scots, and Ireland are just all round a brilliant team. So yeah, I think 1 win. That's all I'm going to give Wales. That's all I'm going to give them. Maybe, yeah, maybe.
And march back 10 as well, much to the appreciation of the crowd. A bit of back chat.
But yeah, yeah. Australia might beat Italy. That's all I'm giving them.
Just listening there, the back chat coming from Hunter Paisami. But we saw in the first half the influence. One penalty from Skuman in possession, and then a compounded 2 penalties afterwards, and you concede 70 metres there.
Yeah, I'm sure that will be, Dieter. I'm sure that will be a good game. South Africa versus France.
Kick this one from inside the Wallabies half.
Oh,
And
he's
oh
gone for
my
it.
goodness.
Oh,
Oh no, all the way back. Oh no, he's given it 5. I mean, what a kick that is.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, Luke Pearce being really consistent here.
nice.
He's been very clear. He's going to reward the jackal. We've seen that with Scotland getting a number of jackals, but if someone's in that lane, he's not going to.
Trying to look at the line for that.
That's an incredible kick.
Well, I mean, and Christoph Ridley,
It's so hard to see from the camera angle they're giving.
That was by millimetres, so it gives Scotland the 5-metre line out. Cherry goes to
Let's see if Scotland get another one now. I think it's going to be tricky for the Aussies. If Scotland can get a try, 5 metres out, if that. We've lost where the ball is. No, turnover. Aussies get it back.
The wild celebrations picked up on the
Wasted, really.
So, apologies if
I think at this point,
That's a different matter, but what I'm seeing here, it's a more.
so I think Scotland have got a
No point of arguing with him, is there? No point of arguing. We're getting a scrum, I think, by the looks of it.
It's not working today for whatever reason, and I think the attacking prowess they have with, you said, right, we've not seen Darcy Graham, we've not seen a huge amount of Bennett or Doohan van der Merwe. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and they have a huge playbook, I guarantee you. So it'd be great to see a message come on here to, let's shift the point of attack, let's try something slightly different here.
Gavin Vaughan and Gregor
But the Aussies have the scrum here, but they are wedged in their own, just outside their own try line.
As you say, John, two mauls from two have ended up with the Wallabies taking that maul to ground and turning that ball over.
well, that's the dream exit for Australia there. Penalty from the scrum, and Tongan Thor takes most of the applause.
Both teams guilty of it, Rory. You know, piggybacking there, whether it's a scrum and then a penalty on.
We got some blood. We have got some blood.
Forcing the other team to exit, making it uncomfortable.
Not a lot of distance gained there. Not a lot of distance gained at all.
We're taking right down into the action. This is what it's like.
And again, reward there. We get the momentum.
Oh, overthrow. Dave Cherry takes it. So Australia do some good work, and then all undone. Gilchrist now scoops it on to King.
Oh.
Just has to
Scotland on the attack.
through Bennett and Ollie Smith.
Just got to keep possession, I think, for a little bit.
Take him around the chest and hold him up now. Ollie Smith sets it back. Not too many blue shirts there, though. Tuipulotu has to come in, and the ball is there for Kellaway. But Scottish penalty.
Scottish penalty.
James Slipper is being summoned for a chat.
I'd like to think you and I have been working really well together. When number 12 had a pop and he got March 10, and 14 is having another little swipe at me, and he's now, look, having to go at my teammate. So he controls his behaviour, otherwise we're going to see more.
So that's Kellaway now going over to Carl.
I like that. Yeah, I don't know if anyone heard that and how well people heard it. Luke Pearce just said to the captain of Australia, look, you know, we've been working well together.
The penalty, and then it's the sort of indiscipline
And
stand for that. So Kinghorn,
yeah, basically deal with your players who's moaning at the referees. Really, really good refereeing. Good man management. He stays calm and he just deals with the situation so well. You know, it's not about catchphrases. This is the thing with Nigel Owens. It was catchphrases that did it. Luke Pearce, he's not. He's smart. He's polite. The way that he said, you know, we're getting on well. You know, he's so polite and really good. Really, really good.
Scotland looking for try number 3 and Ali Price. Bernard Foley in the way. Penalty again.
Penalty again for Scotland. What are they going to do with it?
Yeah, that's sharp from Ali Price. I know it's one that will frustrate Bernard Foley because he's trying to get out of the tackle. But it's actually, it came off a messy maul. Yeah, there we go.
But as they look to the corner, I can see John Bartley with a quizzical look, saying that hasn't worked once, twice, 3 times. So
welcome while there's a quick break for the penalty. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't got access to the game, join the Discord server. It is showing in there.
The majority of the forwards are on the deck from the collapsed maul, and it's just clever. Ali Price suggesting that he wants that ball to go to the blind side quickly, wins the penalty. Foley, whether he's getting out.
So going for the penalty kick. 52:45 at the moment on the clock.
And he wins his side a penalty, and Jamie Ritchie just stepping.
This surely is harder to miss.
Let's turn that into 9 points. Get beyond that one score.
Where has Ali Price been running that's made him...
Success so far off the tee, and this one.
Sorry, Blair Kinghorn. Where is he? What has he been sliding in to make him his legs and that so black? In you go. There's a 3 points. 15-6. Just pushing away. Just pushing away. Yeah, this is the problem, Black. What happens is, because I am streaming it myself, there's always a slight delay. And then where I'm going to stream on YouTube, there's another slight delay. Sometimes I can get it down to about 15 seconds, but it really depends on outside interference. Yeah, because I'm like double streaming. Just adds a slight delay. Yes, that's what it is, Dieter. The the try line advertising.
Getting rid of in the game eventually. Kellaway, that's an untidy pass. Wonderful pickup by Foley. Kellaway's had a bit of a messy game.
Australia have just got nothing, eh? They've really got nothing. You know, I was looking at number 9, for example. I can't remember his name now, for Australia, who had a little bit of excitement. And he's just done nothing since. Absolutely nothing. But there's no speed. There's no spraying the ball to the wings. It's thoroughly disappointing for Australia.
And the Merva's just got to play scrum half there.
Young looks for options, and Kinghorn is there, and there is Tuipulotu, and a little hitch kick, and he's almost away. Taken down by Captain James Slipper. Schoeman into Valentini.
55-10.
And Ali Price looked to Van der Merwe and then said, chase this one to the big wing.
Oh! Van der Merwe, go on. I don't think he's going to make the distance, but fair play to him. 2-on-1. Oh, I dropped it. Dropped it. And Aussies get it back. Oh, Van der Merwe. He took that really well in the air. Sadly, not enough space for him to squeeze through.
And then from there, it's just the inside shoulder. Gilchrist possibly seeing his name in lights.
Oh, I don't even think Van der Merwe even jumped there. He literally just stuck his hands up. Really good play though again from Scotland. They are certainly dominating at the moment.
I think they might have a look at the clear out.
This guy's getting treatment. We're just looking though. From what I see at the moment, Stu, it looks to be a really dominant hit, which hits his chest. But I'll let you do your work in the background, okay?
Well, TMO's having a little look. It was quite high. Was it dangerous? I'm not sure.
So we're actually looking at the clear out from Glenn Young.
Just checking that clear out there to make sure, because number 9's just got treatment to his head. On the screen. That's the one. I know, but he's getting treatment for his head, so that suggests he got hit in the head. If he stands up and someone's coming around. I know, but let's just do our work for a second.
We're going to official review.
Okay, Stu.
Let's have a look then. This is what's great about TMO. TMO's fantastic. So it's the clear out. Oh.
Did he come in on the head of Tim McDermott is the question.
We saw one today with Brodie Retallick.
This is the back one.
Shoulder.
It looks like it's head first. We saw Brodie Retallick send off
Shoulder to head, wasn't it?
Against Japan.
It's coming, boys. It's coming.
Do all your work. We'll chat after.
McDermott went down holding his head. The one question I went.
It was the shoulder that's popped him. Low shoulder.
The one on the screen now is the clear one. We're just rewinding, so you could just bear with me.
Just seen that angle, that last angle before this one.
That's a bad angle. It's got to be the one from the stands.
Point of contact, slow. Yeah.
Sort of bicep, isn't it?
I'm going to rock and roll now, Luke.
I guess now they'll be looking to see, is there any mitigation?
Let's just work through process. Let's work through process first. Let's just go through process first. Let's have a look at this here.
What's your call? What is your call?
There you go. We've got the same angle again. Shows a bicep connection to the face.
Okay, mate. So process. We clearly got head contact, and we do have foul play. 19's come from a distance to clear the guy out. He has made contact with the head. We now got to look at level of danger. So correct me if I'm wrong on these facts, guys. It's direct to the head. It's shoulder or bicep, and it hits him direct in the head. Okay. So to me, because it's the bicep, it's not as dangerous as it would be with the shoulder. So to me, we're entering this at a yellow card and not a red card.
And that's a very tight call between the shoulder and the bicep as well.
That might spare Glenn Young.
Stu, would you buy that he hits the bicep, which reduces that level of danger?
So the pictures to me show it's a bicep connection, reducing level of
Such tiny margins between shoulder and bicep that made contact there.
But it's not, it's the bicep. Okay.
Oh, save there.
As well. Consultation with Stuart Tahig, Carl Dixon and Christoph Ridley coming in as well. So it's going to be a yellow card. Glenn Young is going off, but
That's a 10 minutes off.
10 minutes rather than the whole thing.
The problem is he shakes his head, but you can't disagree because it was on camera. They've clearly worked through it. That is what football needs. That is exactly what football needs with VAR. It needs that conversation between the referees. Fair play. Yeah, you can't argue. You know, yes, he could have gone in with the first sort of few replays. Could have easily gone with a red card, thinking it was shoulder, but close look, definitely bicep. Am I back tomorrow? I don't think so. Welcome, guys. If you've just joined and you want to watch the game, we're on 56 minutes and 20. Game is showing in the Discord server. 12 people in there at the moment watching the game. You're welcome to join.
McDermott's head was just above the body of Duhan van der Merwe. Where else can he go with regards to clearing that ruck? But at the same time, fundamentally, it's down to keeping the player safety.
And with that, Tate McDermott is off. Mullet replaced by Moustache. Nick White is on. All his experience, the Brumbies scrum half, and has been at Montpellier, Exeter for a while as well. And Australia with the one-man advantage, really looking to make this pay now, and they do have the advantage. So here is Nick White again. This free attack. So kick goes out. Jeers from the crowd, but the Wallabies have the penalty.
That's another example, Andrew, them piggybacking up the pitch. We've seen the clear out.
Well, look, 9 minutes now. 9 minutes with Scotland one man down. Are the Aussies going to be able to capitalise on it? I don't think they will. I think the Scots will just tighten up a little bit, and I don't think the Aussies are going to do anything with it. Aussies have shown very little, very, very little in attacking prowess.
Compound penalty on penalty on penalty, and I think that's what both sides have been guilty of so far.
Now, territory gain 26.2 metres. We've actually got a microchip in the ball that gives you these exact measures today. Oh, technology. Right, that is Falau Fainga'a coming on at hooker for Dave Parecki.
I think the Aussies need to have names on the back of their shirts as well now.
The most Scottish name on any side in the history of Murrayfield. He was, oh no, he's still waiting actually, Jock Campbell. So, Australia with this man advantage for another 8 minutes. And straight into things, Fainga'a, the Brumbies hooker, and Scotland complete.
The funny thing is, it's 8 minutes now, but nothing's actually happened in the first two, which I do find quite interesting. That obviously the clock's still running. I said 2 minutes has gone without literally anything happening apart from a kick closer.
Scotland look to be taking control of the game.
Well, all right, let's see what Aussies can do here. Not a lot by the looks of it.
Nick White gives it on to Nick Frost. Schoeman trying to disrupt. There is Tupou. Matt Fagerson brings him down before he can build up to full mischief speed. Foley just a little dummy. And Scotland trying to hold him up. He gets down inside the 22 now.
The Aussies have got to start. Look, there's space on the wing. You're not. I just cannot see the Aussies breaking through the middle of the Scots. They're too big and too strong. You know, they've got to start spreading it wide. Nope. No, good play again from the Scots. They've got to start playing it wide.
We'll see this in the replay. I think it was an early.
What was why was it an entertaining drive home, Gareth? What happened?
And it's just coming about with Pierre Schoeman on James Slipper. Just the threat of that extra tip-on ball or ball out the back, and Pierre Schoeman just diving in on his opposite man.
Well, big moment here. Jamie Batty, WP&L waiting, but also that man, Jack Dempsey, 14 caps for Australia, last played against Georgia in the World Cup.
How does that make sense?
I think scored a try that day in Japan.
How can he have played 14 games for Australia and is now playing for Scotland? It's not a bloody club game. Can someone explain that? Hi, Mandy. Well, Mandy, you've still got another 20 minutes at least. So there's still time. How is Dempsey allowed to play for Scotland? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, yeah. Can anyone... yeah. Surely it's not about Australia relaxing their eligibility. Surely it is about what the World Rugby is allowing. Puzzled. That doesn't make sense. Unless he's gonna screw the Scots over. He's come on, and he's gonna be the reason why Australia get a try now, I expect.
It is Foley nearly threw himself, but Tupulotu wasn't buying it. There is Tupou. Huge legs carrying him forward. Australia again. Space opening up out wide. There must be a try here, surely, and there is.
There we go. The Aussies back in it. I don't know if whether that is having one man less for that time, but space created. The Scots just didn't seem to feel very compact there. But look what finally happened. The Aussies actually played it to the wing, and they score a try. Look at this. Some nice passing from the Aussies. Yeah, they weren't as tight. But there was another man over there on the wing that the Aussies could have gone to. 15-11. This is going to make it interesting at the end of the game.
Desperate tackle by Tuipulotu, but the slippery Murrayfield surface meant that James Slipper, the skipper, is over.
Okay, can he get 2 more points on the board? Can he make it 15-13? Going to be a close one for the last 20 minutes.
And then he scored against Argentina recently, so he's a prodigious try scorer now. Bernard Foley to add the extra 2.
All stem from Scotland's indiscipline. If you just take it back, 5 minutes ago, Scotland were camped on that Australia line. Great attacking platform. You can almost understand the first penalty, but not the second.
That was a chase from Duan van der Merwe to try and distract Foley, but it goes through. And
just went through. 15-13. There you go.
And that is the scoreline. Now changes being made again. There's Kid Neville coming off, so on goes Ned Hannigan for his first test in over 2 years.
I would say though, see what happened as soon as the ex-Aussie came on for Scotland. The Aussie score a try. Something dodgy going on there, I think.
And a slow walk up to the halfway, just trying to eke down that clock. But John, as you say,
I wouldn't be trying to eat down the clock when there's still like 17 minutes left. I think might be a bit of a mistake to do.
To avoid another yellow card, but that comes at the expense of slowing down the ball. Nick White zipping that.
I think so, Adam. Something is dodgy. Something is very dodgy.
Darcy Graham and Ollie Smith again. He's the pass high. Taken down by Kinghorn. Oh, and well, that is
Suspicious. That's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say.
Watch how that ball was flying. It was like a plastic bag
Oh.
in the wind. It was
Watching that. Oh, 15. Oh, man. It's a grippy ball, for Christ's sake.
Let's get quick thoughts of Brian Havana just before this line-out. Brian.
Yeah, Cuts, it's been interesting to see a bit of topsy-turvy affair. Scotland now got
Charlie,
just over 17.
do you want to order food?
Really stamp the authority. Australia
Go on,
in the
then.
game purely from the fact that the lack of discipline from Scotland has been there. So
Yeah, I tell you what, yeah, Black, I would say there are some suspicious names, right? Like as you said, Tipilotu. I'll say it quick and no one will know the difference.
And there is Turner, entirely new front row, the hooker on for Dave Cherry.
15-13. We've got 1 minute 40 left and we'll get back to full strength for Scotland as well.
Touch of the ball today. And Fainga told to get out of there.
Good, but
Over the top of Jamie Ritchie as well.
oh, another ball that can't be caught. Ritchie couldn't quite make it. Just a bit of a dipping pass.
Stick just a little bit too much air on it. He had to give it a bit of air to get it over the desperate defence.
It's like I said, Gareth. It's almost like the German football team. That the German football team that is basically Polish, right? Or certainly has been through the years.
Much easier catch when they perhaps didn't have the time to get that extra width, like you say, Rory.
That's a good maul off that line out by Australia. Looking for the penalty again, but not getting it. Nick White.
Orbital box kick.
Took an age to come down that one. Darcy Graham was waiting. And he's being wrestled around by Valentini and Nick White. But he does well, Graham.
All right, 14 and a half minutes left. 20 seconds and Scotland are back to full strength. I think, yeah, just there's another ball dropped. What is going on?
It's the dream outcome for Scotland now.
Here comes Jock. The Reds man making his debut at 27. He's a player who wasn't even.
He doesn't look 27. He looks younger than 27.
Didn't come through any.
Jock. That is a weird name.
Worked away, and here we are,
Who thinks of calling their son Jock?
On the wing or fullback, we shall see.
Oh, I just think of Jock Strap. Jock.
Scotland also bringing back on Glenn Young. His sin binning is over. There we are. And Scotland in a decent position.
So Scotland back to full strength in a second. They needed that. Just a silly lapse of concentration from the Scots.
Sends it towards the 22. So welcome to international rugby, Jock Campbell. And another change as well, Matt Gibbons coming on the front.
Yeah, old Campbell's not the biggest of lads, is he? He's certainly not the biggest of guys. But is he playing? He's playing fullback, so doesn't necessarily need to be as strong. Exactly. Oh, Jock Strap, isn't he? I bet surely the Aussies took the piss out of him at school.
Just a knock-on advantage being played at the moment.
Jock.
Will be over now.
Yeah.
Darcy Graham again is the man.
That's
to
fine.
field. So here comes Ollie Smith.
Come on, Ollie Smith. Good little run through. Made a bit of ground up.
And the penalty goes to the Wallabies.
Hi, Genwell.
It's Nick White, isn't it, who almost dummies to go in for the jackal and then possibly.
It does make me laugh. It does make me laugh. Hi, Ian. Yeah, Jock Strap. There's a guy called Jock Campbell. But why would you ever call your child Jock? It does make me laugh. It does make me laugh that Aussies pretend that rugby union doesn't exist.
That was a huge mistake by Scotland because a mistouch initially on the full from that penalty.
When, you know, at the end of the day, I can tell you this, right? If you look, for example, now at the World Cup for Rugby League, there are only really a few teams that are any good. There are a hell of a lot more better quality teams in rugby union than there are in league, right?
George Horn on for Ali Price. So Australia suddenly, what a position they're in. Scotland, too many mistakes here, but they're still hanging on to that lead. Held at the back once again by...
Scots have got to hold on here. They've got to do a little bit more.
Look at the work of Jamie Ritchie in there.
Oh, and now Nick White just, fine guy, just giving it to him. But it was offside by Scotland, so another penalty for Australia.
Why did he stand like that? That's lack of discipline there that you shouldn't see from Scotland.
Done, but far too many penalties. There's a call.
That's strange.
3 points for Australia here.
They're going to go for the penalty kick, aren't they? They're going to try and win with penalty kicks, other than the one try, obviously.
I certainly feel like I am. Just George Turner penalty on halfway, kick to the corner, a bit of a mistake between Duan van der Merwe and Ollie Smith, and then indiscipline here.
That is ill discipline. That wasn't needed to give away. Did not need to give that away.
Twisting him, he doesn't break his bind, but then Hamish Watson, the ball's still in there.
I think that ball's out, see.
What was Hamish doing?
Luke Pearce, interestingly, called it knock-on only, and then the call came in secondary to that, I think. It was...
This could be an error, and here and Aussie, this could be enough for Australia in the end.
Has let go of the maul, so Hamish Watson is completely entitled to come round because the maul's over, but just think given Scotland...
No, I don't think rugby sevens can be as popular. It's like football five-a-side. It's not the same.
So to Foley again, 3 from 3 so far.
Scotland are messing this up. The Aussies have taken the lead 16-15. They are messing this up big time.
It's not been a great performance here. It's not been a great performance enough combined with Scottish infringements.
Well, you know that next week both teams, when reviewing the opening 70 minutes,
Scotland were fairly comfortable. Well, that last one from Hamish Watson was just poor discipline. And obviously when they were a man down and they gave the try away, that was just lack of concentration. But I think Scotland, considering the position they were in, they may end up losing this if they don't find something.
To Pelotu, Scotland try and build something again. Turnover called, claimed, and they have it. Young told to get his hands off it. There is Hannigan. Defiant, nearly desperate cries of Scotland ring around Murrayfield because they've seen...
The Scots fans need to get their team going.
Authority and control to a point behind, and wasn't the finest kick by Ollie Smith from fullback. Tom Wright just skips away from the tackle of WP Nell. Scotland have let Australia back into this game, no doubt about it.
I think I think that's exactly right. Scotland have let Australia back into this game.
And as long as Australia have the ball, Murrayfield will be a far quieter place. WP Nell getting over that, and Australia told to let it go. So turnover, no, it was the other way around. WP Nell was being told to get his paws off it. So still with us.
We've got 7.5 minutes left of the 80. This is when the Aussies can just waste time now. Keep possession, that's all they really need to do. What's the point? Just keep the ball, Aussies.
Now can he find a bit of space, try and get away. Darcy Graham desperate for the open.
As someone that just watches rugby, I just wish scrums worked. Don't think scrums work, and I've said this every time I watch rugby union, that just don't see the point in scrums. They might as well just do it like they do in league. Just bend down, let the ball out and go. It's an awful way to restart the game.
And another George Turner takes it in.
Have you ordered?
Look quite comfortable in their defence here.
Are you not calling them?
Peg back, Horn told to use it.
Yeah, but it'll cost for delivery, won't it?
Foley takes it at his leisure.
It'll cost you a service charge. Plus, I want to pay cash.
No, good option.
Back
Whatever.
White and
Don't see why you'd get it when I could just pay cash.
come Australia again through Tupou. There is White looking for his...
Oh, that's a knock-on. Surely that's a knock-on.
Timing was good, just couldn't quite gather it. So just waiting to see if Scotland emerge with it. They have that knock-on, so they're coming back for the scrum.
Thought it was a knock-on.
Time is now against Scotland. Can't get out of their own half.
10 and 8 Australia.
So more changes coming on.
Time off, please. Props down.
And, well, that is, it should have been Pete Samu in the number 20 shirt, but instead it's Langy Gleeson coming on. And
5.5 minutes left. I can't see Scotland winning this back now. They shouldn't. Scotland should not be losing this. I think they've ruined it themselves and given this at the moment to Australia. Bizarre, really. Absolutely bizarre the way they've given this away.
And Bernard Foley goes off. He's 33 now, but I'm sure eyeing a World Cup a year away. But there is Langy Gleeson to make his debut. He is explosive. He is the fastest man in the Waratah squad. He's the number 8, but they measured him over 40 metres, and the Australian Rugby Union couldn't quite believe the figure, so they came up to verify it all. He's Fijian Australian father.
I think they threw away a couple of games in the Six Nations, didn't they? That's what they're going to rely on, Charles, I think. I think Scotland need to rely on a drop goal or penalty kick as well, maybe.
This is a great strike area for Scotland if they can get the base of the scrum.
Good shellacking, yeah.
4 players to the left-hand side, 2 out on the right, but the Wallabies have to marshal the backfield. They're open to the 50-22, which at this stage of the game could give Scotland a proper ascendancy. So there are only two backs defenders either side of the scrum.
And there's the penalty from the scrum. Michael Hooper says
Penalty from the scrum might be a bit far away to do anything.
Matt Gibbon, slip a lookalike Matt Gibbon, says he felt they were going forward, but penalty to Scotland, big decision.
I was just about to say, before that ball came, we were talking about how they're going to exit. And
Kinghorn's going for the kick to the wing.
On the pitch, arguably Scotland's best scrummaging tight head, and that's what you get from him. See Gibbon there, goes round the outside of him. VP now stays.
Just need to be in a position now. There are 5 minutes left coming up. Got to be in a position to go for a kick, I think. I don't think they're going to bother going for a try.
Down the line into the Australian half.
You almost want a penalty kick as late as possible.
He was. Would have liked it 10 metres further on, particularly when the Wallabies can nick it like that. They'll get another chance at it. But you look at the clock, 4.5 minutes ticking away. But it is only a 1-point game. So, you know, if Scotland can get themselves into the Wallabies territory and be in possession, be patient in possession. We've seen both sides have been ill-disciplined.
That's the thing, though, at the moment. They're saying about being patient and whatnot. They are relying on one possible chance, aren't they?
Well, Scotland have had the real troubles at the line out again under pressure there. Glenn Young.
Aussies almost stole it. Yeah, the Scots are relying on one potential set piece or an actual drop goal.
Nick White did really well to read that play there. Almost unconventionally followed the play round on the loop around.
What? Just give them possession away. And then Aussies are giving possession back. Don't do kicking game. 4 minutes left. Just done. Luckily, Van der Merwe, well, rescued it. That could have been disaster for Scotland.
That might be worth a look at a yellow. Blair Kinghorn gets on the outside shoulder of Tupou.
I'm just on a scrum. If I'm wrong, I'll look at the screen and correct it. Just a scrum for now. If I'm definitely wrong, I'm looking at the screen.
Everyone's getting quite excited out there. We can see it from up here. Taniela Tupou.
Let's see the first replay, it would
Was
have been
really
humongous.
struggling to
So
make
just
that
a knock
defensive
on at the
line there.
moment.
And Blair
If we're
Kinghorn
wrong,
picks him off
we'll
here.
change it.
Bounces out, does so well just to feed that play. That's a penalty.
Time off, please. That's a deliberate knock on, isn't it?
Blair Kinghorn does so well there, Rory.
So I'm on a deliberate knock on. It's whilst one-handed always isn't illegal, it's a contributing factor, and he's never in a realistic position to then regather the ball. The question then, mate, is there anybody on the outside?
Why would it be a knock on?
Quite a fast guy.
Yeah. So Lawler's cover outside, but it's
Because if surely, why is it knock on? Because if that happened, it's just an intercept pass.
No, lads, no, he's marked, guys. He's definitely marked.
Say again.
I thought he'd shown the card already. The cheers from the crowd, but
Okay, Stewie, pop it on the screen, please.
So basically it would be a knock on because he didn't actually try and keep control of the ball. So whereas an interception pass, an interception would be obviously he keeps hold of it and he's trying to keep it for himself. Whereas that would be he's just trying to knock it so no one can have it. Let me know if that's about right.
so
We didn't see when we first looked at it.
Anton Paisami is heading off, but he doesn't need to. He's coming back now.
Card, boys. It's just a penalty. We didn't see the guy in behind. Because there's a guy in behind for cover. On you comes 12. On we go.
Callaway
Yes,
was on
there
the
is.
wing covering it.
Enough now. It was deliberate.
I think so I think that my logic is right.
We got there in the end.
Yeah,
Penalty with Andrew Callaway being
I got
the
you.
offside
Whereas
champion.
if he had knocked the ball and was close enough to knock it and catch it, I don't know, maybe, or catch it in the first place. I get you. I get it. Still learning. I'm still learning.
So Paisami reprieve, back he comes. Still 15 on 15, 3 minutes
So
to go.
3 minutes left on the clock. This is where it might get interesting. Scotland have got to try and find something. They can win it. Penalty kick, drop kick.
Faltering Scotland line out. If ever there was one that you wanted to stick, this is the one.
This is about maturity of the row as well. Like, they don't have to score a try here. They've got to play in a way which gives them field position and keeps the ball, most importantly.
Go on, Scotland. Go on. Drive, drive, drive.
Makes good ground as well.
No release there.
Penalty as well. So it's a Scotland.
It's another penalty advantage here.
Pickable penalty here in terms of distance. They have this attack to Pelotu. Kinghorn
Forward.
pass to
We'll go back to the penalty.
Now, the decision you would think has to be go for goal.
Is he going to go for goal? Is he in the position? If he goes for goal now,
He has the distance.
it's about a minute. It'll be about a minute left. Got to take the kick. That's the only option, really, isn't it? I think it's hard to tell how far out he is, but he looks like he's in a good enough position. They're going for the kick. It's a decent enough position for him, isn't it? It's not too wide. Bit of an angle. There's some strong wins. Isn't there always strong wins in Scotland?
I'd argue there's no release even in that tackle as well. He is the second tackler in. He's got to release before going on ball. It's a dull penalty to give away at this moment in the game on that area.
Is this going to be game over? By the time he kicks it, you're less than a minute left.
Absolutely the final play.
Then Scotland are going to get the ball back. If he scores this, it's game over, I think. Yeah, if he scores this, game over. He's taken as long as he can.
He's played a wonderful game, Blair Kinghorn.
Kinghorn's played really well. Definitely has.
They did refuse to take a kick at goal.
Guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. This is a pressure kick, right? This is a pressure kick.
And Matt Fagerson leads the players. As he pulled this one,
Oh, he's fluffed it.
the first one that he missed, and he's pulled this one. The game will
Oh, he knows it. Oh,
Kickers can win
that was
matches.
basically to win the game. He didn't put enough effort in that, I don't think.
All to gain, all to lose.
That was way too lethargic, that kick. He didn't commit to it, did he?
Is red, but they have to restart. So they cannot kick it directly into touch. We know that from
Scotland do get another chance. Just remember, I'm slightly behind, guys. With your, if you're commenting on what happened, Gareth, you should know that. That's game over. Well, Scotland gave Aussies that. Scotland gave it to them. That was... Wow. Black, you might be on for your 2 wins out of 5, mate, actually, after that. Scotland's... When they had the sin bin, they just switched off for that try, and then poor discipline for the penalty kick. Scotland gave that away to Australia there. An odd game, I thought. Actually, a really odd game. Yeah, an odd game. I'm disappointed for Scotland. No, I'm not disappointed for Scotland because they lost it themselves. Weird. I don't know how to feel about after that game. But Scotland 15, Australia 16. Australia snuck over the line, didn't they? The funny thing as well, the old 50-50s on the votes now. But yeah, an odd one. Yeah, I feel weird after that. Because look, Australia didn't play very well. I'm going to turn down the commentary a second before we finish the stream. Yeah, Australia didn't play very well. They really didn't play very well. They didn't have any excitement. Their attack wasn't very good. Defence was pretty poor. Very flat-footed. So how Scotland didn't win this, I really, really don't know. But that's me. Yeah. That's me done. I'm getting a takeaway. Indian is on its way, hopefully. Thank you so much for joining me. Awesome to have everyone here. For any Aussies that joined, thank you so much, because I know it's stupid o'clock in the morning. For any Scottish people, thanks for joining me. I don't think I have many Scottish subscribers, so awesome to have you. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe. Go join the vlog channel as well in the description. Check out some of our vlogs. And I'm going. I'll leave the stream on for a little bit for the post-match interviews. And I will catch you later. Cheers, guys. Have a good Sunday.